How's it going, YouTubers? Cornwolf here. Thank you for joining me for another video today. And today's just going to be a little bit of a information roundup on Forza Motorsport 7. So since E3, when we got it officially announced that Forza Motorsport 7 is coming to the Xbox One family, so the Xbox One, the Xbox One S, the Xbox One X, and also Windows. So this will be the first motorsport game that's going to come on to the Windows platform as well, so the Windows gaming platform. Just like Forza Horizon 3 did, we're also getting Forza Motorsport 7 on there as well. So without further ado, let's get into the news roundup. Okay, so first up, Super GT, which I'll link to in the description down below. He did a little video because he managed to get to play this. I think it was at the Goodwood Speed Festival, something like that. He tells you all about it in the video anyway, where he is. So he got to play this and Project Cars 2, but that'll come in another video. And basically, although he doesn't race with a wheel that often, he was saying that the wheels feel a lot more better, and they have also said that there are wheels mainly on the PC side of things. Every single wheel is going to be compatible with this game, so they're doing a lot of work to make sure that people can use wheels for those of us that want that true sim feel for using a wheel. So that is really good. Like I say, I'll put a link to Super GT's video down below in the description, just where he's talking about the feel of the game and how it felt when he got to play with it. Although it did have a lot of the stability controls, automatic gears and all that, which kind of baffles me when you've got a wheel, but they have to set it up for all types of players. We did get hands on with it, so yeah, we'll not blurt on about that too much. Just from the videos that we have seen, the UI feels a lot, seems a lot different, seems a lot flatter. So whereas before it was it just looks a lot simple, if you like. It looks a little bit different. I'll chuck a few screenshots on here for you so you can see what I'm talking about, but it just looks a little bit fresher, a bit cleaner compared to what we saw in Forza Motorsport 5 and 6. I didn't think there was too much of a difference between those two. We also got a release date for this game, so the official release date is October the 3rd. However, if you do pre-order the Ultimate Edition, I think it's just the Ultimate, maybe the Collectors as well, you will get that. I think it's 3 days earlier, so you get it right towards the end of September. I think it's about the 27th. They've also updated the weather, so the weather is going to be a lot more dynamic. It's actually going to change throughout the races if that's an option you set, which I presume you can set. And they've done a hell of a lot of work on how the clouds form and where the rain falls and things like that. So I'm hoping that the puddles aren't going to form like we had on Forza Motorsport 6, which kind of spoiled things a little bit because there was puddles there that really changed the game, and if you avoided them it didn't change too much how you was racing. So they're doing a lot more work on the weather there as well. There's also the Ultimate Esports that they're going for, so there'll be new leagues, enhanced spectator modes and mixer integration. So with the mixer integration, I'm not sure if that's some of the new mixed features where when you're streaming people can actually vote for, say, the next track and things like that, and if that means you can actually do something, if that means that you can actually stream directly from the game or hit stream rather than having to go through the menu systems. I'm not too sure, but that's an interesting little bit there. For the first time ever in a Forza Motorsport series game, you can actually change all your different gears, so in terms of what you're wearing gear, not transmission. So you can actually change how your driver actually looks, which is really cool. There's some vintage things that you see during some of the trailers, and there are also normal traditional race suits, and it seems like I've seen today on Twitter that game you can get your own game suit, whoever cares about that, but whatever. So that's pretty cool that you can actually get that. I presume you might unlock some of those throughout the game. Maybe if they're doing Forza-thons in this as well, you might be able to get different suits doing that, which is pretty sweet. So they're actually enhancing the campaign, so they're actually going back to their roots as well on the campaign side of things. You're going to be able to earn trophies, etc. I presume you may have like a bit of a trophy cabinet in game, but they're actually giving you more of a career mode, whereas previously in the other games it's just been races. You pick your race, you do your race, off you go. So whether this means you're going to start out in quite an E-class car and then you have to go up through the ranks, or if it's more based on actual racing, who knows at this stage. But they are doing a lot more with the campaign mode. They have said there's over 700 cars, 30 environments, and with 300 ribbons. So there's 30 environments, there's 30 different locations that you're going to be able to race in, and then the ribbons is things like putting it in reverse or having a shorter club circuit and a longer club circuit, the full circuit, GP circuits and things like that. And whether those ribbons also mean it's things such as the weather and whatnot, whether that's where the ribbons come into it, I don't know, because previously on Forza Motorsport 6 we had lots of variations of the tracks, but that was kind of like different weather variations as well, so I'm not sure where the ribbons are, but that's pretty cool. The whole game, if you've got an Xbox One X and presumably on PC if you've got a decent enough PC, will run in full 4K Ultra HD definition and will be running at 60 frames per second as well. I noticed on the trailer, which is quite interesting, that there's a bit where two drivers swap in and out of the car, like in a bit of a Le Mans style, on some of these endurance races where you have to swap races, and you see one driver getting in and out. I'm not sure if that is just something on a trailer just to show you the different race types, or if that is physically going to happen and you can physically swap drivers throughout a race, which would be very interesting if they do things like that. Obviously they have said that they're doing more of the esports side of things, but it was just something I noticed in the trailer. I've not seen a lot of places where it's been picked up on, so I don't know if people are just seeing it on face value and going, no, it's part of the trailer, or is that actually going to happen? Are we going to be able to swap drivers in game and have, say, a 12-hour race, and you can set a rota of drivers for those races and then they swap in and out? Who knows? But I thought that was quite interesting that they were going to do things like that, if they do that, that is. There's a few other videos going around as well, and there seems to be a better rolling starts. So there's a bit of a countdown before the rolling start starts, and you get going then. And I can't remember if there was rolling starts or how they were done on Forza Motorsport 6. It's a while since I've done a rolling start, but I thought that was quite interesting. The first, well, actually there's two lots of cars that have been released now, two lots of lists now. The first 160 cars have been released, which we've got Porsche, Ferraris, etc. And there's also been a second list as well since I've done my notes for this. So I'll link below to all the cars that have been released now. And there's a very interesting topic, if you like, at the moment amongst the community about whether Toyotas are going to be in the game or not. I haven't seen anything officially, other than the fact that there was something on AR12's channel about that, and I can't remember if I saw when he actually broke the news or not about it. I've seen something about concept cars and stuff, but if I find that officially, I'll put a link below. If not, go and check out AR12, and I'm sure they'd have done the announcement for that now. And then finally, just on this little Forza 7 episode that I'm doing here, we've got a list of tracks that we know about so far, and again, this is at the time of doing my notes, and as more information comes out, I will release more videos and try and get on it a little bit for you all. So in the E3 trailer we did see Dubai, which is that new kind of fantasy track around the actual streets of Dubai, which looks pretty cool. Gives me a very much a Rio feel to it, but that looks pretty cool to race, so we'll see what happens there. Mugello is also coming, which is returning from Forza Motorsport 4. Also Maple Valley Raceway, which is a big one with the fans. Again, that's coming back, not been in there since Forza Motorsport 4, sorry. And Suzuka is coming back, and again, that's something that's not been in since Forza Motorsport 4. Also, we've got the Nürburgring, Indianapolis, Brands Hatch, Sebring, Rio de Janeiro, Prague, Luna Seca, and also Watkins Glen. So hopefully they'll be announcing a few more of the tracks, and I'm sure that they'll be adding some in at some point with DLC throughout the length of the game once it's released. Are there any tracks that you guys really want in this game? There's some tracks that I would love to see in there. I presume Silverstone's going to be in there. It's nice to see a few more of the English tracks, so we can do more of a BTCC vibe to it and use that license a bit more if they've still got that license. But there's so many fantastic tracks around the country, so it'd be great to get a few more of those in. And obviously at the minute on this list, we haven't got the Australian track in there either, which name Bathurst, that's the one. The name was escaping me for a minute. But so it'd be nice to see that in there. But I presume they're just teasing us these from now on. So anyway, that's enough from me. It's just a very, very short video with a trailer playing in the background and different things. Let me know in the comments below what you're excited to see and hear about this game, and I'll try and bring you some more news in the very near future. Until next time, guys, don't forget to throw a thumbs up, a like, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and I shall see you all on the next video.